So this is the Manicurist Active Glow, and this one is in the blueberry shade, which is a very nice deep pink tone. Very pretty. And the effect of this one is to give a nice tinted gloss to the nail. Basically, your nails only better look. And it's advertised as giving a healthy glossy appearance while delivering nourishing ingredients directly to the nail plate. And it has 85% plant-based ingredients. So this one is enriched with blueberry extract to nourish and hydrate, rich in antioxidants to protect the nail. Sweet almond oil, which helps maintain moisture and flexibility. And as with all the active range, it also contains AHAs, which encourage cell renewal and smooths the nail surface and contributes to stronger, healthier looking nails. And as all the other active polishers, this can be layered with the other active polishers. You could use a couple of coats of this as a base, and then you could top that with, say, the Active Shine if you want a little bit of a gloss on the top of it. Or there's also the Active Plump, which is a new one that I've just purchased, and I shall be doing a review on this one fairly soon. And this has got a nice little pink sparkly effect to it, like a glaze really. And then there's the Active Bright, which again I shall do a review on this one. I haven't done this one yet, which has got like a translucent milky effect by the looks of it. Now these come in several different colours. I've bought another 2 here to try at some point. I didn't get all of the colours because some of them just aren't my sort of colour, so it wouldn't suit me. So I went with the colours that I would naturally wear myself. And this one is grape, purpley toned one, and this one is raspberry. Looks like a strawberry colour actually, rather than a raspberry colour. But like I say, it only just very, very slightly tints the nail plate. So I think it's going to be more like a clear polish, but just with that hint of a tint to it. So as with all the active polishers, you don't apply a base coat or a top coat, just apply this directly onto the nail. But first of all, I shall apply the nail prep. This is the Manicurist Green Nail Prep, just so I can remove any oils I might have on my nail plate. I'll just use a lint-free wipe, hold it on the nail for a second and wipe. So that's after the first coat, which is absolutely fine if you just want just a little gloss on your nail and you want to see the nail plate underneath. Almost like a clear nail polish really. There's very little difference. So that's the effect after 2 coats, which personally isn't really me. I don't like sort of translucent polishes really, and to me it makes it look like I've just dipped my nails into pinky coloured water. So I'm going to experiment with a couple of different things. While I'm waiting for this to dry, I should be experimenting on a couple of sticks with different finish polishers. I do one with a coat of Active Shine, one with a coat of Active Bright, and one with Active Plump, and see what they look like, and then decide which one I'm going to do for the top. But in the meantime, I'm going to apply an extra coat, see how that looks, and maybe even 2 more coats to see, because it, does it look a bit better the more coats you apply? Or maybe you like that very clear look. In fact, I think I prefer the look with just 1 coat as opposed to 2, because with 1 coat it just looked like you had a clear polish on it. Whereas, like I say, it just looks like you've dipped your fingers in pinky water. It doesn't look quite right. It's not clear, but it's not polished either. So I shall try another coat, see how that looks. And if all else fails, then I shall just top it with a coat of, say, the Active Shine or one of the others. And that's the result after the 3 coats, which I don't like any better really. So I shall give up on adding any more coats of this. So this is with the Active Shine. And this is the Active Bright. And this one is the Active Plump. And I think I prefer the Active Shine. So I shall apply a coat of this and see how it looks. Now it could well be that it was a bit of a mistake to add the 3rd coat, in which case I shall remove this at the end of the video and just apply the 2 coats with a coat of the Active Shine to show you how that looks. I still think that looks a little bit pinky underneath, so I'm going to remove this now and redo it just with 2 coats of the Active Glow, followed by 1 coat of Active Shine. I think that looks much nicer, a lot more natural, with that little bit of a sparkle. And it's got all those good ingredients going to the nail. And it still had 2 coats of the Active, because like I say, you can layer them. This is why the Active Shine is so good, because it just gives that little bit of a sparkle on the top, and gives it that little bit of interest. And I think that's very pretty, that's very natural looking. So I went on a bit of a journey with this manicure, or this review. But sometimes it happens like that, and you just change your direction en route, so to speak. But I like this result. I think that's really nice. So I hope you found this video useful, and let me know what you think. What has your experience been with the Active Glow range? Do you layer it with Active Shine like this? How many coats do you use? It would be lovely to hear what your experience has been too. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again.